Are you struggling to load fragments into your frame layout in Android? You're not alone. Many beginners face this challenge, and today, we're going to break it down step by step. I totally get how confusing it can be when you're just starting out with Android development. It can feel like you're trying to solve a puzzle with missing pieces. But don't worry, we're here to help you put it all together. Here's the situation. One user asked how to load fragments into a frame layout while using the bottom bar library. They mentioned that their code is almost identical to a tutorial, but they're running into issues with fragment types. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this. So what's going on here? The user is trying to replace a fragment in their frame layout, but they're encountering a type mismatch error. This usually happens when the fragment class doesn't match the expected type. Let's clarify how to fix this. And stick around. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to load fragments correctly, but also avoid common pitfalls that many beginners face. First, the user needs to ensure that they are using the correct fragment class. Since the user is extending from app-compat activity, they should use the support library's fragment class. Next, the user should modify the transaction code to use the support FragmentManager. This is important because the user is working with app-compat activity. Now, the user can replace the frame layout with the new fragment. It's crucial to ensure that the correct ID is used for the frame layout. Finally, the user should check that the frame layout is correctly defined in the layout XML file. It should match the ID used in the transaction. Fun fact, did you know that the first Android version was released in 2008? We've come a long way since then, but some things still trip us up, like loading fragments. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests using the support library for fragments. They recommend replacing your fragment transaction with androidx.fragment.app fragment transaction. That's it for that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative approach shared by another user involves setting up a bottom navigation view. They suggest using an on-navigation item selected listener to handle fragment transactions based on user selections. They also suggest initializing a default fragment when the activity starts, ensuring that a fragment is displayed right away. Here's a pro tip. Always double-check your fragment imports and container IDs. This simple step can save you hours of debugging. And there you have it. You should now be able to load fragments into your frame layout without any issues. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks on Android development.